Coming up, we'll get into the latest fight and argument between Alexa Bliss, the Four Horsewomen, Charlotte, Becky, Bayley, and Sasha, and the fans. This is not a new backstage rivalry by any means at all. Alexa Bliss versus the Four Horsewomen has been going on for years now, and it just always feels like there's some sort of tension going on there. Like something isn't right between the Four Horsewomen and Alexa Bliss, and you can definitely feel that. The main backstage feud that gets all the attention is mostly Alexa Bliss and Sasha Banks. This is a rivalry that we've covered hundreds of times because just more and more stories continue to come out concerning them. Reportedly, this all started back in the early NXT days of 2014, when Alexa Bliss was still the glitter princess and Sasha Banks was new as well. According to these reports, Sasha was always a little rough during these early matches with Alexa and even resulted in a broken nose for Alexa during one match. So that's really the rumored backstory to their problems with each other. Then you have other little things like the fact that they have each other blocked on social media and not following each other at all on any social media platform. There's other rumors behind that entire social media blocking between the two of them, but nothing is known for sure. Then last year, there was a report that Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss had to be separated in the locker room, just a way to prevent anything from happening. However, we see Sasha and Alexa in the same room with each other on multiple videos from WWE's gaming channel, so that's a report that's a little shaky. WWE did capitalize on all the Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss drama a few years ago and put them against each other in a big SummerSlam match. For the whole build-up of that match, Alexa and Sasha had a handful of interviews where they said that there was a little conflict between them, but they have to put that behind them in the ring and protect each other while they wrestle. Then a few months ago, Sasha Banks and Alexa Bliss made headlines again for a moment during a Raw episode. During a tag team match, Alexa Bliss was minding her business on the ring apron when Sasha just delivered a hard kick to her stomach out of nowhere without warning, and that winded Alexa for a quick moment. The following day after that Raw, everyone was talking about if that was an actual real-life cheap hit on Alexa and if there was more hidden meanings behind that kick. There just always seems to be some sort of story going on with Alexa and Sasha whenever they step foot into the ring with each other. But it's great for WWE because all that drama really creates interest from the fans. Real quick, if you made it this far and enjoy what you see, make sure to hit the subscribe button below. A large percentage of our viewers aren't even subscribed, so take a second to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of the new daily videos. Let's get back into the story. Alexa Bliss also doesn't have much to say about Becky Lynch and Bayley as well. The only horsewoman that Alexa Bliss seems cool with and has a great respect for is Charlotte Flair. Alexa listed Charlotte Flair in her top 5 women wrestlers that she ever competed against. Alexa called Charlotte helpful and views her as one of the greats, so Charlotte is the only exception here. Doesn't look like this concerns her as much. The problem seems to be with Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. Alexa left Sasha, Bayley, and Becky off her top 5 women wrestlers list, so that might give you an idea of how she views them. Only Charlotte was able to crack the top 5 for Alexa Bliss, and no one knows for sure why. It just feels like there's so much tension between these superstars. All we can really do is speculate. If you take a look back at Alexa's time in NXT, then maybe this has a connection to everything. That time frame in NXT was dominated by the Four Horsewomen, and the title really only switched hands between Charlotte, Sasha, and Bayley, so Alexa never really had the chance to be the champion in NXT and was overlooked. Becky Lynch was also given 0 opportunities in NXT, so Alexa wasn't alone. It was the main roster where Alexa Bliss took off in, but yet the tension still seemed to be there. So let's get to current day, now that you guys are fully aware of all the backstory that's there between all of these superstars. WWE had a list for the top 10 Money in the Bank cash-ins that they aired during the weeks leading up to the 2020 Money in the Bank pay-per-view event. But left off that list was Alexa Bliss and her Money in the Bank moment from a few years ago. In 2018, Alexa Bliss won the Money in the Bank contract and cashed it in the same night. something that only a handful of superstars have done in history. Alexa cashed in during the Nia Jax vs. Ronda Rousey match for the Raw Women's Championship and stunned everyone when she took out Ronda Rousey and pinned Nia Jax for the title, all in the same night that she actually won the contract. Fast forward a year later after that, and WWE repeated the same situation. Now Bayley won the contract and cashed it in the same night as well. Bayley interrupted the Charlotte Flair vs. Becky Lynch match for the Smackdown Women's title and picked up the huge title win thanks to her cash-in. Here's where the controversy and issues start to kick in. WWE placed Bayley's cash-in on the top 10 Money in the Bank moments, but left Alexa's cash-in completely off the list. So Alexa's cash-in came a whole year before Bayley's did and basically consisted of the same exact events. So Alexa wants answers on why Bayley made it onto the list and she didn't. Alexa's theory is quite simple. Alexa believes Bayley got the nod to be on the list because she's a Four Horsewomen member. Alexa took to Twitter to crown herself as the official number 11 on the list since WWE left her out of the top 10. It all started when a fan said, "Where's Alexa Bliss's moment on the top 10 moments of Money in the Bank?" That's when Alexa responded with, "Good question." One fan pointed out that Bayley was on the list and had this to say to Alexa, "My thoughts exactly. You did the same thing Bayley did, but was the first woman to do it in the same night as winning the contract." Which Alexa responded with, "But I'm not a Four Horsewoman," with a shrugging emoji, and she continued to retweet a few fans that were asking why she wasn't on the list. This is where the fans came in and had their own discussion about everything. I saw some fans saying that Alexa shouldn't be complaining because ever since coming to the main roster, she's been treated like royalty and treated just as greatly as the Four Horsewomen. However, on the other hand, some fans understood Alexa's frustration. Just imagine someone getting honored for something you literally did before them and in the exact same way. It's understandable why that could be a bit frustrating. It doesn't matter all the titles and everything you've won and accomplished. It's something as little as being left off a top 10 list that's really triggering and insulting. So I can see both sides of the argument. Fans say Alexa shouldn't be complaining because she's a 5-time world champion, Money in the Bank winner, and 2-time women's tag champion. So she shouldn't care about any top 10 list. But Alexa's fan base is still fighting hard and wants to know why she was left off the list. And if it was me in that situation, I would sort of feel some type of way as well. You're honoring someone who did the same thing I did a year after me. So what makes their moment more special than mine? So I get that point of view as well. But Alexa's reasoning was that Bayley is a Four Horsewomen member, so that automatically gives her a nod for the top 10 spot over Alexa Bliss. So definitely some conflict going on here, and Alexa has a lot to say about being left off that top 10 list. Is there still conflict between Alexa Bliss and the Four Horsewomen? Well, Charlotte Flair is mostly on Raw and NXT, plus Alexa is cool with Charlotte, so she isn't a problem. Becky Lynch is now possibly out for a handful of years with her pregnancy, so she won't be around. Congratulations to Becky and Seth as well. So that really only leaves us with Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks and Bayley. So even if there is real drama there or not, everyone just loves to see Alexa face off against members of the Four Horsewomen because of that rumored conflict between them, and it makes the matches more interesting. We're looking at every little thing in those matches, like are they being a little rough with each other, or was that a real hit? It's things like that which really grab fans' attention. And maybe one day, WWE could make a good storyline between Alexa Bliss and the Horsewomen, because that story is already there. What are your thoughts on yet another situation between Alexa Bliss and the Four Horsewomen? Leave your comments, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.